Today's question is about literacy, and the specific question is, how do I increase and support my students' literacy skill development when all he wants to do is read books about the Bermuda Triangle? So the answer to that question is, well, it can be a challenge, but there are some clever ways to think about instruction for kids like this. First of all, use that interest in any way that you can. You can, first of all, collect every version, every sort of, every book on the topic that you can find in your library. Challenge the child and the student to find resources. That includes reference materials. That includes fiction that might be connected to the Bermuda Triangle. And then you can also use that interest in writing. So having the child write about the Bermuda Triangle, having the child even engage in, things like poetry, like writing haiku about Bermuda Triangle. So not letting kids off the hook about teaching different skills and teaching different teaching in different subject areas and different topics across lessons, but saying if you really want to use that as your area of study or your subject matter, that's okay, but you still have to write a persuasive speech about something related to it. And so that's a way to sort of meet kids halfway. The other thing you can do is look for sort of tangential topics. So maybe if you feel like the child's done everything, you can't find anything else on Bermuda Triangle, and you've read everything so many times, you might say, can you find other books about, nautical mysteries or something like that, or missing aircraft. Maybe Amelia Earhart would be another related interest that you could connect the child to. These recommendations coming from other kids might be particularly useful, and you can also go to other websites and Amazon and book blogs where other enthusiasts are making related recommendations. Sometimes that's taken, to be, a little bit more sacred than maybe something coming from a teacher. And so the other thing that you can do is just work on the range of skills. Keep looking at the range of skills and really working on those and addressing the skills that you care the most about, even if you are at times limited to certain texts. So you can still, if a student insists on going back to a book again and again, you can still work on, reading fluency with that. You can build up vocabulary, especially by creating some of your own texts. So having the student use an electronic publishing program like Shutterfly and making an alphabet book about the Bermuda Triangle, and then introducing all kinds of new vocabulary through that, or just having them make it with, pen and paper too. But you can still work on comprehension by giving them more and more complex text, like maybe historical documents. So it's not to say that you shouldn't try to sort of, veer off, but when someone's got an interest, a really intense interest, the best recommendation is don't try to swim upstream and really try to work with it when you can.